learn, especially to be able to do the things that they can do. However, you can identify important skills. Okay? So as you're watching the video, you're looking for important skills, you're thinking about them. When the videos are done, I'm going to let you explore with the equipment that's set up. We'll talk about that next. But get ready to see some amazing things. The first one is one of my favorites. You're not going to believe it. Move closer, please. When I saw this, I was not that close, Lily. I was amazed.
I probably already know everything.
Three balls and a strike to count to Brent Johnson. One out, top of the seventh inning. Fresno 2, Tacoma 1. Santos in a jam. Johnson his first year at AAA. From the city deal, that swung out and driven deep down the left field line. Toward the corner, and this ball is going to be... Oh, it's caught! It's not Jake Wall. That's the ball girl. Jake Wall in left field. Can't believe it. And look.
Is tennis striking and fielding? Is tennis like baseball? You hit it and you have to run around the bases?
No.
Is ping pong, when you play ping pong table tennis, do you hit it and then run away? No. There is a bigger purpose to me having tennis rackets and ping pong paddles. Because to me, it's still, you have to use your eyes and you have to make contact and hit, okay? And that skill itself is very important in striking and fielding. So I'm allowing you lots of different options to explore. Safety, first of all. Okay, I don't want to have to tell you this over and over and over. Like most kids, you're going to love hitting. Okay? That's fine. Okay? Different ways to hit. I had some kids practicing hitting really softly just for control. But if you want to take a go at it and really crack it, I don't want you doing it anywhere you want in the gym. I want you, see this black line here? All the way down? Yes? Point to it. All the way down. If you are hitting with somebody, you are ahead of the black line, you're facing the blue net, okay? And then when they throw the ball to you, you're hitting it into the net. That way you're not going to hit anybody. I don't want you hitting it anywhere you want over here because I don't want people getting hit by the ball. Okay? No, I don't want you hitting it into... I guess you could hit it into the wall, but you'll be running after it all over the place. There, it'll hit the net and then just come straight down. Secondly, playing with a purpose. Yes, I'm letting you explore right now. But you need to be thinking, through what you're doing. You're playing with a purpose, and your purpose relates to the videos you saw. So what did I ask you to do when you watched the videos? Think about how they're related. The different what? The different, sorry? Techniques, yeah, the different skills. So while you're exploring, you have a purpose. So think about what it is you're working on. So if I go up to you and say, what are you working on? I don't want, I'm bouncing the ball and rolling it. No, you have a purpose. You're working on catching, you're working on hitting, you're working on running and catching. You're working on hitting softly, you're working on hitting for power. So there's a purpose there. Yeah? Okay? Safety. Playing with A. Playing with A. Huh? Purpose. Now, you can do this on your own, you can do it in partners, you can do it in small groups, but use the space effectively and spread out. Got it?
Yep.
Got it? Yes or no?
Yes.
No. Pretend you're hitting the ball. Don't look at the camera. Go swing. It's up to you. I mean, if you want to keep hitting, you can hit. But there's also what?
Catching.
And throwing. So keep that in mind. You still have time. Go. start working on throwing, catching while moving. Now you're not standing still, because again, in striking and fielding, very rarely are you standing still and just waiting for the ball. You're always moving. So, the next few minutes, what are you going to do? Play with a purpose. Secondary, play with the target. Okay? If you still want to be on your own, that's fine, but you're running, moving, and catching. Go. And we talked about the student learning outcomes. We're like 9. Give me one student learning outcome from athletics. What did you have to learn by the end of the unit in athletics? How to what? How to use a stopwatch and a tape measure. What else? Technique. And what? Running. Yes. Okay. And then you had to make a plan for improvement. Remember that? You're on your learning curve tape. Remember that? You were the math guy, man. You helped your team out so much with math classes. So, same idea. Instead of me telling you what the student learning outcomes are, I want you to think about what you saw in the video. Think about what you just did. What skills do you think are important? So by the end of the unit, if Mr. Pinchbeck comes in, and Mr. McClellan comes in, and they say, okay, children, what do you need to learn in this unit? What skills do you need to learn? You have to know. If you don't know, I get fired. Bye-bye, Mr. Andy. I go to a new school. That's not going to happen because you're going to know. So, what do you think? Striking and fielding. What do you think is important to be able to develop or learn by the end of the unit? Come on. Yes. Accuracy.
Catching.
Okay, now we're talking. So, catching just one way?
By running.
So catching in a variety of ways. Okay. What else? Hitting. So striking. One way. What? A variety of ways. So when you're hitting, Noah, what do you have to know? Do you just hit, or is it? Sorry. You have to know which way the ball's coming. But what about? Can you give me? Let's see. A bat. Okay.
Yeah, this one.
Okay, I'm ready.
Holding, I'm swinging. The right way.
So by the end of the unit, you need to show me an understanding of what? What's the word I'm looking for? Technique. Okay, so we got catching, we got hitting. Yeah, you definitely have to know catching in different ways. You need to know hitting. You need to know the technique of hitting. What else? Throwing.
Technique of throwing.
Technique of throwing. Balance. So that's part of technique, being balanced when you throw, right?
Timing.
Then we had hitting for power and accuracy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Timing, all of that is part of technique. Those are great things. But is that the only thing you have to know? If we were to play a game of cricket or play a game of baseball, there's definitely, even before you touch a bat and before you start running around, you definitely need to know something very important. Rules, Maxim. One of the biggest things in this unit is that by the end of the unit, you must be able to show me that you understand the rules in striking and fielding and strategies, how to play the game, the rules. Very important. Would you agree? What other aspect that to me is probably the biggest thing in the history of the world? Okay. When you're playing striking and field, when you're playing tennis, who are you playing with? You're playing against one other person. So really, it's you against.
In tennis, there's normally enemies too.
But it's you on your own, right? Yes, Noah? You can have doubles, but for the most part in tennis, it is individual, on your own. Is striking and fielding on your own?
No.
So what do you need to show me?
Teamwork.
Thank you. Now the amazing thing, teamwork and
Cooperation.
cooperation or
Communication.
communication and sportsmanship, right? Now the amazing thing is that I could give you a test right now. I could put a pen and pencil in front of, or pencil and paper in front of you right now with 4 questions. Write down the definition of teamwork. Write down the definition of cooperation. Write down the definition of communication. Write down the definition of sportsmanship. And you would get all the answers perfect because you know what those words mean. But when it comes time to actually show those things, different story. And adults are just as bad as kids. Really, they are. Adults, when they get together and play sports, some don't show sportsmanship. Some don't communicate well at all. Some don't show teamwork at all. When in PE classes, when you play games, even though you could write down the answers to those things, many of you don't show those skills as much as I would like you to. So it's very important to me that you can define what it means and to show me that you can, and most of the time, yes, you're showing me all those skills, but there are times that it doesn't happen. So we always need to get better. Yes, no? So do I. So do I. I'm not giving names. I'll give a name of my last school. Okay? Leo. Leo, the best athlete in the school, never showed sportsmanship and teamwork whatsoever. How did Leo do on his report card? Very poor. How should Leo have done on his report card? Very, very well. But not because he was a good athlete, because he showed those skills all the time. Now, what I'm going to have you do, we have time to do this, and then if you finish, we have time for a game. Okay? How much time do we have? Okay. I took a picture of you.
11:26 now.
11:26?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You're going to get a pencil, you're going to answer 3. Now there is a "This Is Me" section. I already took pictures of you. I'm going to paste the picture in and put it there. You've got to answer 3 questions for me, Tay. Stay with me now. What are the similarities between the sports you saw? What are skills that you need to develop during the striking and fielding unit? And which areas do you think are most challenging for you to develop? Okay? And I'm going to put up the grade 5 class. The other 2 classes.